Let's not come around the queue.
I was about to say something.
But the start of this before we come on is amazing, isn't it? Some of the
You were
stories
just about to say something there, I know, weren't you?
Aye, he was that.
Said.
So we jumped in.
Gary, we need to start with Raskin on the radio, mate. He's superb, mate.
What was it he said at the
I want to
penalties?
come to London just to watch him, by the way. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, he's getting you Bothwell Station in the white van at 7:30.
Keep sending me pictures of this white van. He keeps sending me pictures of his white van. Fucking some boy, man, isn't he? Looking forward to it, wee man. London this weekend.
Gonna be
especially
amazing,
after
mate.
your antics last weekend as well.
Mate, I was only taking the piss with that.
Oh, something
I was only, people need to realise I was only taking the piss, so it was nothing serious in it. And
How would you say?
Taking the piss with what? Tell me.
no.
He broke his drought. 2 years, 3 months it was without his Nat King Cole.
We were not cheering on the podcast.
Was it that long?
I was, mate, as well.
Was it that long?
And who was he?
You look a bit lighter.
Let's go. Aye.
In the van.
Getting a bit.
That's why it's needed deep cleaned, innit?
Was it because your dad did you drink in his new gum shield?
Oh,
Was it a long one? Did you last long?
Okay, get it. Anyway, only that fucking twat Simon Jordan.
Oh, what a...
Well, I'm here for the guy because we were at
Gonna back us up.
we poop in his place. So
How would you?
you should not.
Every time we go to the snooker, we've got him on, you say you love him.
I think he's brilliant.
Yes.
I think he is brilliant, but I'm surprised.
I think it was
Aye,
absolutely
it is
spot on.
Could you take him on?
But Gail.
No, but they took
Aye,
to it.
No, but
Football
they're twerps. Nah, you can't be happy with that. I don't know how he's having to go used to.
I know. Trent.
Not fear. You've
I've
not
seen
got any
anyone-
fear, Jordan. The only Jordan you need to fear would be big fucking Joe Jordan. Wasn't it? Joe Jordan, you would fear him, but nah. I thought he was keen to use. Nah, I'm not for that.
Nah,
So,
going to have him.
Toys, boys.
You tell us what you were going to date him.
Me, fuck off.
You just said
I quite like him.
He is good at what he does, but I don't know how you go at it. I thought, Gail, because you're asking the questions. You're the one that coming out with that.
I know, but he does the exact same thing. He's got a fucking podcast that he does the same thing.
Aye, the boxing one as well.
No, but
Is it?
he's got like football players on it as well.
Aye,
And he
does
asks them the same
boxing
sort of
one as
questions.
well. Aye,
I don't think it's got teas.
No. It's funny, but it's funny how you're going to be doing there, isn't it? So
Well,
is there going to be a come together?
We've got his address, haven't we? Ross McCormick got us his address.
He's sitting there the night. Wait,
Ross goes sit outside his house.
Trafalgar
I
Square
think
or
he should
something.
come to the Ali Pali.
If you've got anything about you, you'll come to Ali Pali on stage.
Go out about him. Just have a proper like.
Big good.
What do you think he turns up? I'd love to see that. He comes striding onto the stage.
Alright, Simon.
That would be class.
It was strange that you just never really said it.
And then why are you getting it?
You just get the blame.
You wee
Twerps is amazing, isn't it? What was the word?
What did you do when you saw twerp? I bet you googled it, didn't you?
I don't know what twerp was, but my phone fucking
you?
blew up.
What?
Did you?
What is it?
I wasn't quite
Silly,
sure.
stupid.
It's silly.
Silly.
He's fucking spot on, isn't he? He's
What
fucking
was the other
called
one?
it.
Caphone?
Caphone.
What's that?
He's a dictionary himself, isn't he? He comes up with big words.
He does come up with big words. Fuck him anyway. Pet, that's got to be a look at this.
Fuck him.
We're not going to name the company, but holy fuck. So that was your
What is it?
coffee this morning?
I get a black coffee and they put it right up to the tap so that it just spills outside.
Do you pay for that?
What? No, he's
Do you
still.
not get a wee... No,
he's stole it.
because sometimes you get a wee bit free... Listen, I get this, a wee freebie. Bumped into a guy after I saw you on Saturday night. What? Kind of strange, but he just went like that, says you want a hat, mate.
Outside the venue? Or?
Aye. Just went outside, he went like that, he went, oh, I love the podcast, you and the boys and all that are great. He says, you want a hat? I said, aye, I'll fucking take a hat, no problem. And I was looking at him, but then turned back, gave him a hat and...
So he just had a spare hat.
Or he had it in his bag.
Well, he pulled out a thing, mate, a hat, but he'd a few...
Yeah. Just
Aye,
relax, cheers.
no, where's the hats at? He'd a few hats on him.
You were steaming?
No, we weren't.
Did this definitely happen?
Aye. Well,
Sure.
because I can remember what happened with me and you.
What?
A wee serious subject and you made me
Sorry, mate.
laugh, aye. So, it was...
How was your night on Saturday?
It was good. I tell you what, it was good. I loved the wings. I love the wings, but see the final one, it just kills me. So,
Good laugh.
aye.
But
It was mad.
so Starbucks have modelled their cups on your dad's pants. Anything else? We've obviously had a break.
I know, shite in it, the break.
But the break came at a good time for a
Do you
couple
like
of boys,
international
innit? Do you know when an international break comes at a good time for clubs? International break came at a good time for you to, didn't it?
Fuck, I got to do with it.
The last
Well, I
podcast,
was
remember?
watching, well, it was funny, I was actually watching the radio with you on it and you sneaked away early. Was there any reason behind that?
It
Or?
was my birthday, mate, so I decided I was going to have a wee birthday celebration.
How did other podcasts get banned?
What
I was
podcast?
looking. Well, the one after the Rangers game. I was looking.
Oh, because
So much
it
to
was
come
the
in.
day the Scotland games.
I was coming in my Rangers kit on and all
Oh,
that.
right.
It was my boots, shinnies on and all that.
Oh, Faddy was away, that was why.
Paddy was away as well. Paddy.
That's not why it wasn't on. It wasn't on because there was no games.
Nah, but you need you here,
I was looking.
didn't you?
Only one minute
Who were you?
decent.
Greece.
Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
you're. Oh, we got to.
What's the love life?
nearly
Daz, what's the
done
love life
that.
like
Nearly
now? Is
that.
it single or still single, or you got someone else on the go?
I'm always single, mate.
Are you still single?
I heard where you were on Saturday.
Wonderbar.
Why?
You
Fuck
broke.
off,
You broke, by the way.
Fucking as soon as you said single, you went.
Who were you in Wonderbar with? McCormick? Ross
Wee
McCormick?
Roscoe, he parked up, no, what the fuck? He parked up outside, I was on having a wee day.
A few swallies.
I did, I went back on it.
Look at his chain.
I'm hoping you shut the fuck up and just keep
Save it for the show, don't mention it.
fuck up, you.
Listen, don't worry. I heard you. I heard you
Read
cry.
his face. It's nearly
Pause
as red as
emptied
yours.
after 2.5 years and you're slaughtering me.
Pause emptied. Did you get out in there?
No, I'm too old for that.
Who were you with? Yourself?
Aye.
No, you not. You can't get in there yourself. You've got to get in pairs. They don't let you in. The fucking Faster Master told me. Did you see him? Faster Master, new guy. Watch him YouTube, different class. By the way, he went up to Mary Hall. Went in. He does a wee bit of YouTubing and all that. Goes in. He's only card. He's only got a card only. This guy, watch him. He's like a Scotsman for
YouTuber.
tenner. You watch?
Scotsman and Mary Hill, I think it is.
Aye, well, Faster
What's he
Master.
do then?
So he goes in, he's only got card, it's no cash. So the pint, gave him a pint, and the wee lassie Caroline in this pub, doesn't even tell you the pub, gives him a pint for nothing, because he's not got cash on him, just got a card. But what happened to me when I went into Glasgow? When I went in with only cash,
That's right.
and they only dealt with card, what did they do? They never even gave me the pint. I offered to give them a tenner, put it to charity, just give me the pint. No, they put it down and just went, you're not getting it. And I was like, come on, up Mary Hall. Up Mary Hall, they just give it for nothing.
You're
A pint
not getting
for nothing. You're not getting it. I says, here's a tenner.
What pub was it?
No,
It was in the jewellery bit. But I'm not going to, aye.
Well, it's
I
not
told you
happening.
that.
That was a while ago now.
I don't know the name, I just wondered.
It was a while ago.
But how do you know you didn't get in Wonder by yourself? Try to get in Wonder by yourself?
No, because I was out with you and a few
I'm
others.
fucking
And
no
they said
cross
you
the
can
road
only
with
get in
you.
pairs.
So we went in together.
Pair of tits.
Tried to get pints for
That's
nothing.
what happened, nah.
Right, as you know, lads, on the Men of the People, so we're going to read out a couple of the fans' pet peeves. This is for Kevin Jackson. Pet peeve when you ask someone how they're doing or how works was or what they've been up to, and they start actually telling you instead of just giving you a quick answer like, aye, no bother, mate. I've actually not got a counselling certificate tossing all the shit, but his second one's even better. Also, when you're steaming, you try to give someone a compliment and it comes out like an insult. You know what I'm talking about? So,
Aye, good.
a few years ago, I saw Paul Hartley on a night out in Dublin. I loved Paul Hartley at Celtic. I went up to him and said, I loved you at Celtic. All my mates thought you were shite, but I thought you were really good. He gave me a pure dirty look. I got a selfie when I've got a big cheesy grin. His face is tripping a minute. Have you done that?
Aye,
Are you tell?
you.
And then this one's good as well for Lewis Barry. Got a pet peeve for you, don't know if it's been said, but when you give someone from work a lift home once and they constantly hang about your car wanting a lift when you're hardly going the same way.
That's me, innit?
All the time, every Thursday.
See me walking up that hill.
You go and buy Finiston. He used to date the Kev all the time. You go and buy Finiston, big man. He lives in fucking Cumbernauld.
He's like, no, really.
And then over the couple of weeks have annoyed you?
Oh, airports for me.
We've gone Saturday. What was it?
Airports and Central Station. Why do people constantly just stand and look at boards, right? You know when your fucking train's coming, right?
Oh, no.
But airports, do you ever watch a guy seeing you go through security and you go down, you're waiting to go in the plane and the plane's no even in
Oh, it's like that.
and people start queuing up?
Aye, that's right now.
Tell me
Right
what
now.
aye, but
It's on approaching, you've got you there waiting.
aye, but people are actually stone at the
Aye.
the bit.
Before
Innit?
it's ready to
Innit?
be board though.
Mate, you've
That-
got
top bit.
your
Their own
ticket in you.
approach.
Aye, but some of them it's to get your bag on.
But surely you've got to hold all to going anyway.
Aye, but if you go on early, you're definitely getting a space.
Getting a space,
Some,
aye.
If
Some
you
of
don't
them-
let
aye,
you
you're
get-
right.
You're no definitely getting a space. I wouldn't do it, but that's
Aye.
probably why they're doing it.
I fucking
We certain
drives
airlines.
me in.
Does your missus do this? Go and check that gate. So you go up and go,
That's what I'm saying.
time of gate will come up at 8:45.
Aye.
So you come back and go, the gate's going to go at quarter to 9. She'll go at half 8. Go and check that board again. Why? It's fucking...
I bet you date there.
Of course I do.
know.
Just to get away from it. Go for
There
a
you
fucking...
go.
Go and check that board again. Fucking told you quarter to 9.
Don't tell us, mate. Tell her.
I have.
You've no.
I have told her. In a fucking hotel.
Is it
That'll be your job on Saturday. Keep checking the fucking board. Go and check
I'm
it.
obsessed with that, mate.
people hate
He's a wee
what-
guy who'll be
what
checking
is
the
it
board
with
and
people?
standing in front with his back.
Exactly. What is it with people who just stand and look at fucking boards? Central Station
Have
Saturday.
you been doing in London, doing the underground? Try to get about in London underground.
Can't do it, mate.
That's what I'm saying, standing looking at a board and you're like, fucking no get a clue.
I have
I just
no
look for
idea.
it. Aye.
No
He's on
idea.
fire the day, ain't
Seen like you do.
Huh?
he? You're on fire the day.
No, I'm just, it's horrible when you're just standing, you're looking at it, no get a Scooby, and you're just looking for somebody, aren't you?
Aye. I do it all the time.
Aye. It's weird at that age.
you've
You
got to be
should be helped. And
If you're moaning at people looking at the board, you go up to the people looking at the board and go,
And he's looking-
"All right,
Hey, mate, what you looking at? Mate, what you looking at? Can I look?
We were doing London a couple of weeks ago. I was saying that to her, the guy that came up with that system must be a fucking genius.
Oh, with the underground system.
Aye,
Mate, who
it's
came up with
incredible,
that?
innit? It's unbelievable.
That that's going to go that way and then you need to get a there to go.
Go
That's
that
fucking
fucking-
unbelievable. Who came up with traffic lights? What the
Why
fucking genius.
Nah.
Like the timings and all that. It's fucking amazing
aye.
that.
They have a guy who stands and watches the traffic. And
What,
then
and
he
then says-
decides, aye. Then
This road will take...
then he'll go, see that one coming, they're coming, there's hunters coming for there, so I'll give them my extra wee bit of time.
Imagine-
There's Harley coming for there, so you're only
on
getting
with
10
that,
seconds.
fairly.
Ross McCormick done the same with him on Saturday. He's going to come in about 10 seconds.
Imagine Simon Jordan listening to this.
Yeah, well, that-
He must listen. He must listen. He's got used
Mate,
to
think
spot
about
on.
this, alright? Who came up with, right, cars are going to drive about the roads. Let's stick fucking lights in here, here, here. You'll stop there, you'll go. Who thought of that?
What was that? Say that again? That's
what I mean?
fucking just
You're
mixed me
fucking
right
right.
up, man.
Who thought of that?
Who came up with that?
What, to driving?
Just, we're stopping at a certain
Timings,
time
only
for
timing.
timings and all that.
Time, that's what I'm saying, somebody stands and
Who was
watches
that?
that bit.
That really blows your mind.
Yeah, it does. Talking about the other day, that's fucking genius, isn't it?
Aye.
That's how you're better living in these right? Just runabouts. Just fire in it.
We call them circles in Dundee.
No.
What?
We call roundabout circles.
No, you don't.
We do, mate, I swear to God.
Everyone
calls it a circle.
Fucking crop circles, what, you aliens up there. Fucking
obsessed with aliens, isn't he? He conspiracy theory.
That guy freaked me out. Fucking honestly. I turned back and he wasn't there. And I went, where the fuck's he going? He's got to get a hat, man.
What, take the hat off.
You call it a circle?
A circle,
That's a nice hat, but
That is a
I
nice
don't
hat.
wear
Is it?
hats,
I
but that's
don't-
a nice hat.
Innit?
Nice, huh? Yes, Lenny, we're going to London this week at the Alley Pally
yes.
with Martin O'Neill.
Mate, he's the one I'm most looking forward to. He's
Aye,
an
that's a
absolute hero.
shock,
isn't he?
eh?
Martin O'Neill's going to be incredible.
Aye,
He
brilliant.
really is. But the first part of the show will be amazing with the beef between O'Hara and obviously
Us
So-
and
us.
McCormick.
Mate, it's
What's the
gonna,
beef?
it's on the radio. We remember Jack
Fucking
Grealish.
size
Something
of
happened with
two.
Jack Grealish.
Beef
O'Hara
injection.
blamed Roscoe.
Aye.
So it's still all carrying on. We'll get to the bottom of it there. Si's got a few masterclasses.
We've got a bit of dirt. We've got a few. We've got a bit of dirt on O'Hara, don't we?
Oh.
We've got a bit of dirt. He's getting it, mate. He's getting it proper.
But then
Dude,
Martin, mate, honest, I know I said Martin is going to be amazing, mate.
I'm
Will
just-
you remember you?
No,
From,
fuck.
you know,
No. But Martin O'Neill with they two as well will be good because I think he'll fucking cane they two as well.
they must have played against him as well. Like, down in England. With his Villa team. Must have. The timing with them.
So it'll be
Were you at
amazing.
Celtic, Martin O'Neill, was there?
Ball boy, yeah. I was ball boy when Martin O'Neill was there.
Seriously, mate?
Genius at Celtic, wasn't he?
I've got to admit, I remember I was in the same hotel as him when
Aye.
they were playing Kilmarnock.
Remember
We
you tell
were playing Dundee United in the cup or something, and I sat with him the Friday night, and honestly, it blew my mind. He was absolutely making me
Just
nervous.
you and him.
No, they come in with the staff, and I was sitting with my staff. Know how the players. fuck
Your
off.
staff are all female, weren't they?
Mad, that's it. My dad said to me he's going to give me a list of questions to ask Martin O'Neill.
Is that his
he's
favourite
brilliant.
Celtic manager?
Loves him.
Thinks he's better than Jockstein, you said?
Oh, he doesn't.
You think he's better than Jockstein?
No way. But
He will be saying it on Saturday, but
100%.
Do you know how he's in the Brian Clough mould? Kind of the Brian Clough mould. When you seen the kind of interviews with him, he's kind of like that, isn't he?
Have any of you ever been in his company? Sorry, Derek.
No,
No, man, I just told you a fucking
I know,
story.
but you.
Was
Was he sat with me on a Friday night?
Barry, I was sitting with him and his staff on a Friday night.
you got your dad's last day?
But apart from that, no. Fucking
Get your dad to write him on his boxer.
Oh, yeah. I'm phoning Simon Jordan, you're fucking right, mate.
Have you, Fad, you must have met him a couple of times now.
I played for him, mate. Sunderland.
Oh, did you?
And I've worked with him with Sky.
How did the Sunderland move come about? Did he get in touch with
Steve Walford phoned me.
Hero Steve Walford,
I'd left Everton. I wasn't done, but I wasn't anywhere near as good as I used to be. And he's like, what you doing? Says, I'm training at Motherwell. Says, come down and we'll have a look at you. Signed a 3-month contract. Played about 40 minutes of football in 3 months.
No bad.
So
I played
it
40
didn't-
minutes
it
of
didn't
football in
work
12 years, mate, so you've done all right.
Picked up some candy.
Didn't work out too well because they were struggling as well, and he liked pacey wingers. And I've had pace before, and I certainly didn't have any then. So
was there any running? Eh?
no,
How was he in the dressing room? Could he crack?
aye,
Who's his assistant?
Steve Walford.
He didn't do a lot of training,
No, he
but
didn't.
he
do any
didn't
training.
know. He just let people go on.
Aye. Yeah, he wasn't like. Nah, he didn't really coach. He'd come out and get you running a day. If you never played, he'd come out and do 1v1s, double box
Aye.
for a minute, and you weren't allowed to shoot. You had to beat the guy, take him on, and you just had to run. It was fucking solid, man.
Oh, that's my
It was brilliant.
idea of hell. For
Brilliant.
you, it's
It
good
was
that.
brilliant.
You
You had to-
1v1s.
you couldn't run off him.
Terrible, wasn't it?
Like you couldn't run off the guy. You had to get it off the goalie for like 5 yards away from him. Go and get it and take
I
it.
like that type of management.
It was brilliant.
Now that just on oversee everything, let the coaches go on with it. But sometimes you got involved at times, didn't you? But I like when you.
I only get involved near the end of the week.
Aye.
All the fun stuff.
Aye, the games.
The games and all that, the volleying,
Aye, I'll take that. I'll get my licence. But no, I like
That's what a
to just.
manager should do. Oversee. I get what you're saying. Come to match day, maybe you're looking at something you want to kind of implement or get your ideas across. But I like when a manager just appears. They come from nowhere, you know.
But you know they're there.
Aye, aye. And then as soon as that, you go, right.
So Guardiola taking everything fucked it into.
He doesn't
No,
take everything.
sometimes you
No,
go
it's
to
a modern.
TV.
There is a modern
Aye.
that's managers need to be able to coach, but I think it might be good. The amount of staff managers have now,
Well, it's
it has to
incredible,
go back to. No, really, it's no odd into the manager.
Funny you should say that. I watched a boys' club game on Saturday, Sagenta versus Riverside. It was actually a really good game, under like 12s or something like that. Two teams are really good, but the Sagenta team had 5 coaches on the side of the pitch.
Aye, all the kids.
At under 12 level.
Under 12s.
All the kids' teams. have
man.
lots
Do
of
you want to know what I love?
But they were good.
I
Good
love
football.
because they love it. The coaches,
Uh-huh.
they love having the gear on and they take
The
part.
initials.
And aye, there's nothing wrong with that. I love that.
Do you like that?
I think it's brilliant.
With the initials on the jacket.
Aye, they feel magic, they feel like they're professional. They're taking their time out. You know, they could say
You get
that.
your initials.
I never criticise youth.
Aye, don't.
Like
and you
No,
should.
guys, no, I wouldn't
grassroots
criticise
coaches
that.
They're
because
brilliant.
they gear up their time,
know,
and as
time,
you say, they
aye.
love it. I think it's.
And that's what I love about them. Because they could, their missus might be going, no, you're not going out on a Tuesday and a Thursday night or a Sunday or a Saturday. We've got this today, and they go, nah, you're going.
And you get ones I know that they do it because their kids are involved, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like,
Wee bit
right,
of that.
I'll help out.
Mhm.
And you get ones that, even if their wins no at training, they're still there. I love that.
That's brilliant, that is.
Kevin Bridges sings the best on it. Remember Sunday League coaches back in our day? How ruthless were we? They won the Yamas and Alki. What an unbelievable shout that is. Did you ever hear a boys club coach that was proper, like on you, like old school?
One of my best ever coaches was a boys club coach.
I remember you saying that.
Ever. He was unbelievable. Just the
Did
way.
he
what
never
way?
make it to the.
I think he used to what.
Give me his name so you can get
Bert, he passed away
Didn't
years
give his
ago.
name.
But his family, Bert Rowan, he was
Put your foot in
unbelievable.
there, didn't you?
always.
He was unbelievable. He was. I think he was in pro football, but he didn't like the ruthlessness of it, telling boys you're no good enough. So he made everybody better at boys club.
That's mad.
Played in a
Just giving them a confidence.
No, confidence, giving them a chance, coached them,
all that, or the
made them aware of even tactics at that age, under 14s, 15s, playing different positions. He was obsessed with the Dutch football, so it was like, one week you could be playing left wing, the next week you're playing right wing back.
Sometimes
you could be playing as a forward, you play sweeper. And he didn't very rarely, if ever, knocked a boy back. He brought them in and made them brilliant.
Kev Kyle advertises only quality players.
You see some great drills and all.
I remember when I run with the ball, I could run quicker than without it. And he watched me and says, because I've got quite a long stride, he says, you run with a big stride, so try and take like smaller touches and smaller strides, and you might be able to run faster. We used to do fitness night on a Tuesday. Honestly, a guy was.
Well, I had a coach. It was the complete opposite. When you're the best player, you're a hogger. When you never pass the ball. You was the same when you were younger.
I was the same throughout my
full career.
You know,
once a month, he used to get me up. He used to sit and he'd go. I never forget. Go. We've got a player in this team, lads, that doesn't ever want to pass the ball. He thinks he's better than everyone else. And he go, I'm not naming any names, but Simon, stand up. He goes, it'll be the full length of the gym hall. I never forget him. He used to do it about once a month. He goes, I'm going to kick the ball for here at the end of the room, and you're going to run it.
Running, aye.
What moves quicker? I'm like, sprint, boom. He'd fucking leather the ball, like, shoot. I was like, I know, but nobody's passing the ball that fucking fast, is it? But he used to do that to me once a month, mate, in front of everyone, because I was a hogging bastard. Do you think any Boca players will be sitting on a podcast saying it was a boys' club coach, Paul Sladen, that got me at the top?
Mate, they're all leaving very soon. When they come into Boca, mate, honestly, every month, 2 months, they get themselves away. But then you think I'm a top coach, didn't you?
No.
Andy says you are, mate.
No, I've always backed you up that time in East Kilbride. The best I've seen in the way that
we should go into management, shouldn't we? Us too.
To be fair, I just wanted the young
Yeah.
kids, right? And I thought, right,
Back off, mate.
get fucking rid of Slaney and the young kids at the same time. Mate, hide and seek. It was brilliant. The mothers and fathers were coming down to pick the
Hide
kids
and
up.
seek.
They couldn't fucking find the kids. Right?
Did you ever, just quickly before we go on, did you ever coach Lewis? Were you ever his coach?
No, what I did, I went down the park with the boys, the three of them, and we played football. It's just because I wanted a kick about, I know. So, and I used to say to him, do you want me to put a wee kind of
Drilling.
always with the ball, and always with a finish down at Strathy. I don't know if you were maybe walking your dog or something. I
was watching you.
Aye, that's for me. I loved it. That's how I'm gutted that I can't.
I'd have joined in if I was walking down the park.
Aye,
It's a piece of game.
and one of the old Ranger scouts, so I used to think, because you've got a hat on, bonnet, sometimes you're all got hundreds a year, nobody knows who you are. And the boy stood for ages. He was Doug, and it was one of the old Ranger scouts. The boy, it's terrible, his name escapes me. Down kind of Whitehall. Aye, you will. That's terrible, by the way.
Did the coach us?
But I was walking back out. No, he was a scout.
Oh, scout.
Yeah. And I went, he says, I was waiting on you. What took you so long? I thought you'd done enough there and all that. I says, how did you know it was me? And he just went, I could tell the way you run. And like, sometimes you don't even think now. He just could see me away in the middle of the park running about like dafty.
Did your dad ever take you down the park? No.
Love that clock at night.
But he was pushing his dad on the swings.
Son.
He thought he was going down to play football, but his dad was wanting to take him down to push him on the swings.
So winter nights, let's go.
Come show. Imagine him and his
Bite, son, it's coming.
him and his dad going down the shoot.
Nah, it's
With the gum shield in. Fuck like you're playing football.
As ever, lads, the Cooper Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK. Simon, take it away.
This week they're offering a 20% ACCA boost on this weekend's Scottish Premiership. It's a 4-leg minimum and the boys will pick their own coupons at the end of the show.
Link to sign up to an account is in the description box below.
Just quickly, you can buy tickets at the link in the description box below now for the Ali Pally.
So important. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsible.
Right, honest.
Please what?
I only noticed that. No, I only noticed it because I was reading it.
Clip that and send that to Simon Jordan, please.
Responsibly, lads. Responsibly.
Simon Jordan, I need a response to that.
Sorry, mate.
Really good response.
I was reading it as you said that, and I'm like,
Does he need to do it
Always
again?
gamble responsibly.
No.
No, always
No,
gamble
that's it.
responsibly. Come on, man.
Small mistake.
responsible.
Hey, Paddy boy, how good was that snooker 2 weeks ago? Was it, mate?
Brilliant. It was
Magic.
top draw.
Well, he's beaten
Snooker on.
Who
Top
won?
draw.
I won it.
He won.
I was
Aye,
superb.
very,
What
very
was he good at?
comfortably. He was potting boss.
Potting boys this time, aye.
Mad what your hole does, isn't it?
What was it before
He's
that,
got
before?
this wee thing where we've tried nearly every table in the place. We've found the table he likes.
He likes
Aye, I'm flying, mate.
Why is he
And there wasn't a lot of
terrified?
people in there. Normally it's quite busy.
Oh, that'd be
It was
why.
empty. So
No, it's not.
Were you in for him?
Mate, but
Aye, he was very good.
See,
Very
the
good.
minute they take the triangle after fucking flying.
It's like you're like Rangers in the COVID season, aren't you? No fans that you can win a.
But we need his auto go, mate. I want a competition.
He's
We're also
done one
fans.
of them where he's won, so he's not got to play me ever again.
No, he's pulled it today, hasn't he?
Aye.
Aye, we can still make it work today. We'll see what we can do.
Saturday night.
Fucking what we pulled out the other night.
Right, Faddy, who's seen it at the BBC technical issues?
Brilliant.
What ones?
So see when yous were commentating, yous are commentating before we are getting action. So
Aye.
you knows what's happening like 30 seconds before us. Are yous aware of that when yous are...
No.
Does anyone say it in your ear?
No, there was an issue at the start where Liam had started talking and whoever it was says, oh, there's no commentary. So I don't know what, some sort of technical problem. So then they had to try and get it fixed, and when you're at the game, the commentary was in sync with the pictures, but because the pictures get sent somewhere else and
Ross
before
before
it
it's
got
fun.
in, probably, that it was a wee bit out of sync. But no, you need to commentate
Well,
the
you
game.
see,
It's no,
obviously,
it's no down to us when the pictures go out.
Oh, that's fucking horrible, isn't it?
So
And then did you see the other thing when they go to Stephen Thompson?
Aye,
They didn't know the
please.
cameras on them.
aye, that was good.
That's the scary bit.
Oh mate, I had actually anxiety for you watching it, mate. Like, please didn't.
So they not aware that the cameras are on them?
No. They went over to Stephen Thompson and they two were just having a chat.
He popped
No,
up, didn't he?
because after the game, like, right, go down after the game and do a wee couple of minutes hit reacting to the game, but it's going to be recorded. So I'd made my way down, two hours of stone, and they're going, right, we'll get this done and get away. So we're stoning, and Tom just kept saying to me, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready, mate, I'm ready. So then I just had to call them by, I'm like, Bobby Madden? And Tom was like, I know, I've seen him. But we're ready to go. And normally you can hear what's happening for the director, but he didn't have his ears in, so you couldn't hear anything. So it was like, right, we're just going to record this, send it back, they'll cut it and put it out. But they came to us live and we didn't know until after it.
Oh my.
That's the worst, mate. They've said anything.
You dealt with it well.
But we didn't know.
No, you didn't, huh?
Love that.
But see, after, did you have
But
the feeling, what was I saying there? No, you knew it was nothing. Imagine that was us, mate. Like, and
Oh, that's you done.
we'd be finished.
Aye.
We should be finished anyway, but you would
That would be it. If you nail the coffin, wouldn't it?
It must be hard. Are they in your ear as well?
Aye, but this one, it wasn't because it was an away game. And it was, I don't think we could get to listen to them
Aye.
at that point. Well, we didn't need to because it was a recorded, but generally,
the
they're in
reason
your
I'm
ear.
saying it, because one of the probably the most awkward ones I saw was Snoddy
Oh,
Yeah,
at Hampden, and he could.
that's not the most awkward snoddy
No, I know,
one, so
right?
believe me.
But you could
Have
see
you not
it.
heard the donut
Yeah,
story?
I know. In fact, we don't even. But you could hear him listening. Now you could hear the producer, and you can hear him listening. Well, he's been asked a question, so you have to multitask. But he's kind of listening then.
Aye, but they shouldn't have been speaking in it.
Aye,
at that
they should.
point.
Aye, because if you've no,
I had it before.
well, if you done it,
Well, he has thoughts in his head constantly, mate. He
Aye.
fucking speaks through the
broken bottles in there.
No,
better than
but
that.
Two people
you
talking
have
to
it,
him.
you have it where either somebody's talking the full time and you can have it like that, or
Aye.
they only talk to you when they need to. So that shouldn't have happened.
So
to him, but
Have you ever had that on the radio where you didn't know you're on air and you're talking now? Has that ever happened to you?
I do it. Well, maybe on the radio sometimes.
Aye, you
just if I
get-
carry on. aye.
You can, especially if when I used to go to the grounds, you were talking and you didn't realise it was all getting fed back to the studio.
Oh, so they can hear everything you're saying at all times?
talk to the
Aye.
person. Aye, you've heard it before where somebody's talking to somebody beside them, maybe asking them a question,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be going out on the radio, but it is.
Is it?
So it's the thing, like, it's no. it's not the person's fault that's doing the talking or stoning there.
It's worse when they're all listening, you're right. And like when you used to read it, you do it now, read out the teams. Sometimes you get a name you cannot fucking get.
I've been there loads of times.
Can you remember any in particular?
I remember Mark Wilson, right? We were all sitting in the studio.
That's an easy name.
Bigger a manna, right? The boy at Motherwell, right? Mate, he could not say it for love nor money. But little did he know was, we're all fucking listening. Everybody's listening. He's going, Brigger a Ramana. That was unbelievable.
I was going down, and I think it might have been at Motherwell, and I got to it and I went, I'm not even fucking saying that. I just missed him out. I'm not having a go at that.
Mate, I'll tell you another one I've done right. I've seen the team sheet, and they've come out with the teams, and I've went, unfortunately, we've not got the teams that I'm going, I fucking not even that.
So you don't template.
Right, but other things that happen, people are talking to you. Yeah. Sometimes people are moving behind you, you're up and down. People think you're sitting and it's like kind of dead serene, it's dead plush and all that. There's hundreds of things happening. Fans turning round and giving you pelters and all that. What you see, because they obviously you've got the cans on and you're getting a bit excited. You can see them turning around going like that, fucking get it up, you know, I'm like that. It's my take going to get
the names are hard, isn't they? The names are hard. Smith. Fuck
But I would, now I'll go and ask. If I see something, I'll go, I'll see the press guys and I'll nip out and I'll go, how do you pronounce it?
By the way, you need to get them right now as well.
I know, because
but then when you put them down as syllables, but Bigger Ramana, that's how you spell it, so that you go, Bigger Ramana. Bigger Ramana. He plays with Motherwell.
Oh, see that fans turning around and giving you abuse, telling him what happened to us on Tuesday night. We're playing civil service strollers away, right? So it's a massive pitch at civil service. Mick's suspended for the game, so he's just off the pitch and I'm taking the team. So I'm shouting on. Next thing I hear these three guys shouting, "Si Ferry, you fucking wanker," the other side of the pitch. So I've given my waiver or whatever over, right? So I'm not fighting anymore about it. Come out for the start of the second half. Getting into the team. Next thing, you fucking wanker. And I'm turned round, mate, and they're literally there for the dugout. Young guys, right? So I'm at them, right, lads, fuck off. Fuck off, no like that, no, this, that, you're all this, next time I'm standing watching the game, see what you're saying about hearing voices in your ear. I can start to hear my own voice. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's that? Is that me talking? Turn round, mate, the three wee guys have got the podcast up. Full blast. Tongue shite there. Tongue shite again. He's in the karaoke store. I'm like, you are fucking winded. Try to do a game while they're doing that.
That's class.
The fucking beauties of lower league football, mate.
Brilliant. Just go to laugh with it.
Fuck off. You won't even told him about it. But brilliant. Right, Scotland. Eric's boy played the first leg.
Brilliant. Were you surprised that it didn't start the second game, Lewis?
You know. I thought making the one change, I'll be honest with you, I thought if you were going to make one change, I thought you'd have made more to freshen up a wee bit like Greece did. But no, listen, his fitness is not an issue now. That's gone, so people shouldn't think of that. I know he's come back for a serious injury. I think initially when he first started playing after the injury, like playing 2-3 games in a week, was maybe a big ass, but no, he's fine. He's past that stage now, so he was raring to go.
Was he explained? Was it explained to him why he was? Was it that fact that he?
And that's all you can ask for a manager. They come and they let you know. They explain to you whether it's a manager or sometimes assistant manager. So, but he was. Listen, of course he's disappointed, but he was ready when asked upon to go and give his all. So it was a disappointing night all round. But
did you think there should have been more changes?
It's hard, isn't it?
Not at the time.
In hindsight,
after the game, you're thinking.
Maybe should have.
Did you not think that looking at the first game that you're thinking they're a good outfit, right? You know what I'd have thought, right? And it's easy in hindsight. I keep saying this. We're all great fucking managers and coaches after an event, but he's get Tierney there now. Funny, on Tuesday before a game, I went with the team and I went with Lewis in it, right? And people were saying, no, that'll be a back three, Tierney will come back in, whatever, right? And with pure luck, I got the team right. But I looked at the game and I'm thinking to myself, see with Tierney there, would they change it, go back to the back three, right? Now, I probably, like him, I'd have made more changes. Maybe I looked at Tierney coming in and going back to the back three and put somebody extra in there because I thought they looked a real decent outfit.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if he does that and he gets beat, he's getting slaughtered.
So you,
I think he says before the first game that obviously the temptation's there because you've got Tierney to go to the back three, but he didn't feel like he had enough time to work on it. So you've even less time in between games to work on it. And I think that I was surprised when they made 6 changes and they changed how they played a wee bit. As much as they still were dominant, they changed, like their crosses in the first game were high balls towards the back post, try to get run behind Hanley and Ralston's side, and Scotland dealt with it. The second game, the wing back, the left full back, when they had the ball was playing like a left winger. The left winger was going in onto Hanley, and Ralston was obviously going in with him. Then our wide man had to go back with the full back, but then it was cutbacks. The cutbacks were killed.
we weren't good enough without the ball, and that was clear. You could see that was the kind of thing you're thinking that second half, our in Greece, that you knew that we had to be better without the ball, and then that's how I'm thinking maybe a few more changes to freshen up, to have the legs. Maybe it was a wee bit too much for some of them, but we weren't good enough without the ball.
But we're not good enough without the ball because we didn't keep the ball well enough as well.
Why not?
I know,
but just slow to react and listen. And this is what I'll say about Lewis, right? And I don't want to keep because of my son. I could get slated for it because I think that's one of the things that he's really good at. He's got a great instinct to kind of sense danger when teams are breaking on you. And he's there before he even thinks about it. So it's part of his game. He's always had that. And that's how I always says, remember, I thought he'd be a defensive midfielder because he's got that in his locker. And I thought maybe that's why you would be more inclined. I would maybe go with him. But if you weren't going with him, then I was just looking at some other areas of the park. I thought maybe a wee bit more fresh.
But why did we not keep the ball? Because we've got good enough. We've got players that can keep the ball all day long. Right.
Should Greece be dominating 2 games of football over us?
No, because I think what we miss is I think they're a good outfit.
They're a good set,
right? But listen, I watched them.
Do you know how
I watched them at Wembley.
See what you were saying?
They ran fucking England.
See, bringing Tierney in with that winger, I think you had to pay a wee bit special attention to him. What's his name? Because he would. So you got to acknowledge that and think, right, by the way, we need to get guys that are going to go there and double up on him and get close to him and no let him have it.
So was it the 18?
I know. They were
scored and get 2 assists.
Can I surprise me a wee bit?
I knew they were a good side. I felt that on Thursday, I felt as though as much as they were dominant, we'd taken their best. And I thought, right, we're not going to have to sit in that much, as much on Sunday, but clearly we did. I think that we get caught playing out. They were aggressive in their press. They put 5 players forward to stop us from playing out. We didn't beat the press enough, and when we did, we didn't pick up the second balls, and we didn't create, apart from McTominay in the first half, nobody else looked like scoring, and we didn't create enough.
Why do you think he kept playing out, Faddy? Like Steve Clarke, it's not someone I would associate with Steve Clarke. Oh, he's adamant that they must play out. Surely you recognise, like Faddy said earlier in the game, their press is really good.
And would they do?
Do you know how players should do that?
I know, but when the ball drops in the second, you're still higher up the pitch. You're better losing it up there than losing it here.
The players should recognise that though.
But we've always spoken about it, Faddy. If you're getting instruction from a manager now, the boys
but I don't
follow it, don't they?
I think that you should recognise that. You should be saying, look, can I get out? You know, either somebody come in and say we can't get out, but we need to squeeze up and try and force him back. But
even kicked him McTominay on a side of the pitch.
You look at I think the energy levels. I think the energy levels, as much as we didn't keep the ball, I think you look at us getting numbers forward in attack, didn't get them enough numbers, didn't get them quick enough. The recovery to go and get back into defensive positions, didn't get enough back, didn't do it quick enough. They were fresh, they had energy, they went forward with numbers at speed. As I said, the left back was playing like a left winger. He just up and down, and their front 3 occupied our back 4. It made us into a back 5, 6 at times. We're back 4.
So you're right. Going in that, you're talking about their energy levels was better, and I agree with you because obviously it changes the freshness and everything. That's why I go back to could we have changed more?
Oh, I think definitely.
You know, it's
who we bringing in that we didn't? Who are we bringing in that would match the players that you were taking out though?
Well,
That's your problem, isn't it?
that is an issue.
I keep saying it's fucking dead easy. I would have changed it. I would have went back to the 3. I know what Faddy's saying about not having time to work on it. Tierney's played there.
And they've played that system a lot.
They've played that system. They got success with that system. I think what happened was, I think they came to Hampden knowing exactly how we were going to play, right? And I think you've got to be more cleverer and look at the first leg and think, do you know what? Okay, we get out there 1-0. I think a lot of people say quite luckily, but fitba. I think Steve Clarke maybe should have.
I actually, before the game, thinking, especially when Hurst came on, because he won nearly every header in the first game, I was thinking he might go 3-5-2, put Hurst and Adams, and just go defend and take the pressure, because you're going to get it, because you're looking at the boy Karetsis, the 17-year-old, he's outstanding. But the boy Zolis is doing well at Bruges. You know that Pavlidis, when he comes in, he's scoring goals in the Champions League at Benfica. They are a good side, but if you take that kind of threat away and you go in the back 5, and I know you're at home and people don't want to see you defending, but you need to respect who you're playing against and say, at times we're going to defend, but if we're solid enough and you're saying to Tierney, as you say, right, the wee guy's got to come inside, you take him. Hanley, you, at times you need to go man for man, you take the striker. John Suter can step out and take the wide man that comes in, and then you've got your wing backs to take the full backs, and you're matching up in midfield.
There's quite a few things that should have been done better, innit? Could have been a change of shape, change of personnel.
This is all in hindsight.
Freshness.
Exactly.
But I felt
this is where managers are judged ultimately, isn't it?
We could have went with 2 strikers, with Hurst being that physical one, and Adams maybe running in behind. Or if you want to go in, because he likes having a Christie that plays off a striker, but at times you need to be able to go more direct.
Where I do sympathise for it a wee bit as though the lack of wingers we've got in the...
Aye. Missing Ben Doak's massive. Look, I'm not saying you're going to win because you get Ben Doak, but look at how good he's been against top level players. He's been amazing. Yeah. So you're going to miss a player of that quality.
So who else should we go out there apart from Ben Doak?
Real lack.
Who is it? And then you look at
well, young boys aren't encouraged to dribble.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
need to go in a gym and race a fitba.
So who is
I could have been a fucking top winger, by the way. That boys club coach never fucking...
You talk about the young boys, right? And people come on and say, right...
What was it, 21?
Rip everything.
6-1.
Rip everything up, play the young players. Fucking nice.
But is there a player... Now, excuse my ignorance, is there a player in that 21? You'll know better than me. Is there that type? That type of
I can't think any wingers coming.
But again, is this where a manager should recognise that there are no wingers and change the shape?
Right.
You play. I think we've got so much talent in the middle part, which sometimes unbalance it a wee bit.
But we've been the same for years. We didn't have a right back. Now they're coming out of ears. You're struggling a wee bit.
Because our big debate was getting Robertson and Tierney, and we had to fit them in the team. Sometimes you have to turn around and say, do you know what? No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to fucking leave out a big name, a McGinn or whatever. Right, I'm just and put in somebody else to freshen it up. You know what? And I think that Steve Clarke's problem is, it's like going down the park when you were kids, right? First pick, you'd always pick the best players, wouldn't you? You'd pick all the best players until fucking the shit was left, and then they get a game, cocaine. And let me tell you, I was left a few times.
What do you think on the debate, like the argument people are saying Kenny McLean plays in Norwich in the Championship, Ryan Christie's fucking flying in the Premier League playing in that position. Why is Ryan Christie not playing in his favourite position?
Aye, that's another argument for that as well.
I get it. Lewis is playing that position for Bologna.
Another one,
Aye.
I get it, but the arguments came out on Sunday, they weren't out on Thursday.
They're three easy tactics.
See what's a worry then? There isn't another Doak out there. That's for me. And then we go back to coaching and all that. See the coaching early years as well, it's all the same, and it was all, you weren't allowed the freedom to go, and if you had that ability to take people on, it was dragged out of you. It was took out of you.
But that's not Steve Clarke. That's not Steve Clarke's fault.
But it is his fault at the minute, because we've no got players of that ilk to bring in. So we keep saying Doak. So I'm thinking, is there another one or two coming up through the ranks, looking at the 21s? That's how I'm asking the question. But
do you know why all youth teams sit in a low fucking block? So how are you encouraging wingers to go and play as wingers?
I know.
Basically playing as fucking fullbacks.
So we've got to identify these guys at a young age and let them flourish and encourage that.
I've watched Scotland under 21s about 4 times, mate, and every game, home or away, sitting a low block.
Is it? Aye, right. So
Getting beat 6-1 for Iceland. Come on, the fuck.
Yeah. I think we overthink it at times. I really do.
just let them go and play.
I think in time to come, right, and fucking call me dinosaur, what you want. I think of a lot of teams going back to 4-4-2.
And the youth team, I think you should have.
Mate, listen, it's a way forward for me. And I think you make a great point there, because I'm a great believer in that. See, when you're talking about when you're younger, one day you were playing left winger, one day you were playing centre, one day you were playing the middle part, because you learn the position and you learn maybe what somebody else is thinking.
I've said this to him before about learning a 4-4-2, and it does sound like you're a dinosaur.
No, it does not.
When you play
makes sense.
Left midfield, you're a left winger, and sometimes you're a wing back because the left back needs to tuck in. When you play centre mid, you're a tackler, you're a passer, you're a runner, you're a goal scorer, you're a guy that gets back. You play every single position, but you need to know that only works because you need to know what the guy beside you's doing. And every one of the positions.
See what I felt my job was to get the ball as quick as to my wingers. You know, like in a 4-4-2, but and isolate them 1v1. So if I could do that quick enough, because I'd always know, right, I'm going to see there's Mark Walters there. I know he's in a bit of space there. I know of the fullback, because the fullback will just come in a wee bit. If I get that as quick as, and he's getting a run at the defender.
Aye. The only thing I would say against it is
one touch, boom.
But even at that, you knew that if it was on your side, you were going to then go and be the sitter, and you on this side, you're now the 10. You need to be the attacking midfielder.
The only thing I would say against it is if everybody played 4-4-2, then you wouldn't have the variation of they play with an actual sitter. They've got 3 in the middle. Is it the centre forward that comes, or you wouldn't then be up against the same?
Nah, but you always can tweak it, right? Because you can have the 4 in the middle of the park. when I was at Ayr in the time that we were doing very well, we had 4 in the middle of the park with Gary Teal, who was our winger, right?
Aye.
He was a guy who would go and take everything on. But the minute we lost it, he's back in its shape. Our left-sided player was a build called Andy Lyons. I took for England. He played into out,
Aye.
right? He wasn't an out-and-out Gary Teal, but he was comfortable going down the wing and putting it right, and then he would sit in. So there's all different ways of doing it. But if you're talking back to young players and how's Doak the only one that we're looking at in the wide areas, that's no Steve Clarke's fault.
No.
Right, it's just the way modern day football is. And I think we'll eventually get to
It's not his fault, but that's the problem that he's got.
It's his problem.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Aye. That's what I'm trying to say.
Are you still convinced he's the man to take us forward?
I agree with that. I think he gets a hard fucking time at it, right? Don't get me wrong, sometimes you look at him, I think we were all disappointed. We come back for Euros, right? It was shit. But we go there, right? We start to have, look at the last 4 or 5 results. They've been good results, right? And then all of a sudden, you have that fucking real nightmare on Sunday. Boom, people are right on. He's one of these guys that are a big percentage just can't go home, and there's a percentage like us go, do you know what? I think he deserves a chance to go forward.
What do you think he'll do going forward? Will he go back to the sort of 3 at the back, do you think, if Doak's no fit?
I think that it looks like that's potentially got. If I know that if Doak's not fit, then that's different, because then you need to come up with something. But I think in his mind now it'll be playing the back 4 and getting Doak into a wider area because even that, like when you talk about dribbling, and the problem with the modern football is you're not allowed to make a mistake. So if you're looking at a wide player, how many successful actions, how many successful take-ons, how many successful passes. Playing in the wide area isn't always about beating your man, getting the ball past somebody, or doing something that you can look at and go, that was good. It's about taking the ball, taking the pressure off your team, driving up the park, maybe winning a throw-in, maybe getting a foul, making your defender think, why can't he go there? Because when he gets it, I need to get back. And by the way, so do you, because he's rinsing me. No, so you can't measure, how many throw-ins did they win? It's not a great start to go, well, big deal, he won throw-ins. How far did they travel? So he picked up the halfway line, you got your throw-in 20 yards for their goal. You're taking the pressure off. You have a threat. It's not all about the fancy numbers and ones you go, look at that. He's got so many good ones of that, so many good ones of that. But if you've not got that in your team, or a player that can take the pressure off, then it's very difficult, because then it becomes passing the ball, keeping the ball, moving as a team. It's all about the shape and how the functions and the triggers and the patterns of play. Sometimes you need somebody that can do something a wee bit different, that isn't always eye-catching, but that can help you.
Getting me excited.
But see, like Ryan Christie and John McGinn should be able to play as two wide players now.
They should
be able to.
But it's no the
I think that's
same.
difficult for him.
Why? John McGinn's played there for Villa loads of times.
See when I was younger as a wide man, I was never quick. I wasn't dead slow, but I never had speed, right? But see if I come up against a guy I knew was faster than me, I just knocked it up the line. And if he won it, which happened more often than no, it wasn't for me to win it. It was for him to think, I fucking thought he was slow. Why is he trying to run me down the outside? He's not running me down the outside. It's to get him to think about what I'm going to do.
No, but a ball carrier. I'm saying Mark Walters earlier, a Davy Cooper. Davy Cooper wasn't blessed with pace, but he could take the pressure out. I watch a Bologna side, and all. They've got 4 wingers, and they spell each other. But they're brilliant. See the way they work the ball into wide areas and they get them up, and it's not always just. That's how I'm kind of getting excited what you're saying, because it's not always beating the fullback or the time of defender. They come in the wee parts of play, they give and goes, they come inside.
Have Scotland got that? Have Scotland got a pattern of play?
Hard, isn't it?
It's hard to high.
It's hard.
So how are you going to get the best out of these?
And it's a short period of time. They've not got enough time to
we went to Greece the first half. We were the better team. We had a lot of possession and we looked like a good side.
Control.
We had to defend the second half. Greece had lost 2 games in 4 years at home against England and Netherlands. So you look at the last one, and quite rightly so, because it is the last one and it was terrible. But we're not a bad side. We've had some bad performances throughout the years. Greece at home, Ukraine in the playoff, Republic of Ireland away, Hungary at the Euros, Czech Republic before that. We've had some really bad ones, but we've had some brilliant ones. So you can't then say, but do we have this? Do we play like that? Because overall, it's been successful being the last 2 Euros. It's been successful
Would you change
overall.
Steve Clarke? Are you sitting?
He would.
What would you saying?
I think I would, aye. And
Who would you go for?
That's the thing. I just
David
feel,
Gray?
I keep saying it the other day. I think there's just something missing. Like I get the with Ben Doak that he's not there, but I look at Scotland's squad of players. They're all playing in top leagues. We should be doing much better. I think.
We need to look to the future, the type of player that we're going to produce. And go back to the
We're in the top league.
What would you change then? Like you personally as a manager coach, what would you change?
I'd have us dominating the ball more and attacking more.
But how? But so
just get your best players in the park. Find a way to get your best
Scott
players.
McTominay, John McGinn, Ryan Christie, Lewis Ferguson,
Just
playing
get
at
your
that
best
level. Can he dominate the ball?
Yeah, they can.
Aye, right. So is that the manager's fault?
But it's a manager that puts it in place.
We dominated the ball in the first half of the first game.
I think after the
But
game,
the manager never asked them to sit off. They came into it and we then didn't keep the ball. So it's not because the manager's saying, by the way, don't keep the ball. Don't give him it.
We don't
But
press.
the fact that you press in a low block, it's the first time.
Aye, I think they've got to be a lot more aggressive in the press.
Why are we not pressing high up the pitch?
But that's not keeping the ball, that's pressing.
No, well, I'm saying just being more aggressive in our play.
Aye.
A different way of playing. That's what you'd look at.
But do you think we've got, we talk about the winger, right? The wingers and the lackey wingers. Do you think we've got that player that will put the ball in the back of net? That's no McGinn or McTominay.
Oh, Adam's just scoring goals in Italy, isn't he?
He's not scoring goals for Scotland, but
I know, but is that because of the system he's playing in? That's what I'm saying. All these guys are flourishing in different systems.
I'm not
It's
sure.
Better
it's a
systems.
good listen to but we need to start looking at the type of players we produce. We've got to bring in that type, more of them.
It's hard to win it.
I know, but we've got to look at it, Faddy, because you look at all the nations and you look what excites you. And I go to a game of football, and that's what probably does excite me. Seeing I see wide men getting at people,
Entertainers.
and making things.
That's a lack in the game now, though.
I don't know, but I was watching. It was back in the late 80s, getting into the 90s. You'll go, oh no, see some of the football that was played. It was brilliant. Some of the goals, and I'm going.
I seen a clip of Gaz yesterday at Partick Thistle. Did you see that? Gaz at Partick Thistle yesterday. See that clip?
No.
It's like a tatty field, maybe he's just fucking dribbling back. People, brilliant. Right, on to domestic stuff.
Mate, I'm buzzing that it's back. I feel a wee bit lost with the club football, do you?
I don't like international football.
Damn.
I know, but the break's obviously good for you because it was.
Well, it was a successful break, wasn't it? Very successful.
You'd think you'd be desperate for another international break.
No, it's not made up.
And a big part of the reason is because big part of the reason he got it was because Celtic won the plane Saturday.
And their goal
She was at the game.
Oh, Celtic Hearts, lads, what a game. Isn't it? Going to be a cracker. What do you think, mate?
Well, I'm going to ask, is this a great opportunity for Hearts? Obviously Celtic coming off the back and getting beat for Rangers, but no also that, but Schmeichel's is it? Long term.
That's a big blow, isn't it?
And international break, obviously they've got a lot of players that are away with Japan.
How big a blow is that?
Is it
Schmeichel?
Well, I think the time of the season they'll obviously get away with, I think. Obviously the league's done. I've still got the cup, which is going to be so important. So I think the boy they signed in for, is it St Johnstone?
There's a Where is that?
What is his name?
St Johnstone.
That's Sean Connery.
The big boy for Aston Villa.
What's his name?
No.
We've had this conversation. What's his name?
But I would have done it. St Johnstone.
I know you knew it.
They signed him this summer. So actually, I think maybe Rodgers is looking, he will be the back. Schmeichel's quite old, so maybe he was looking, he's going to be his backup now. So maybe it's good to see him to the end of the season. But I don't think it's a big. If it's a big, it's a big
He's an international goalie.
There you go.
I know, but no, the only thing I'm desperate to say, right, he's played, was it Wraith Rovers in the Cup? He's played, right. But I agree with you, I think they'll get away with Schmeichel being the league champion. I really do. I think he's a massive miss. But the thing I worry about is Schmeichel is such an important part to them building up. He's brilliant at his feet, isn't he? So we'll be interesting. You're right, he's an international, he's 23, came £1 million or whatever it may be. But great opportunity for him. Right, great opportunity. I think that'd be a great game for him because I think if you go and play Wraith Rovers, I don't think he hardly touched the ball. Whereas Hearts are coming, bit of confidence, knowing that a win keeps them up in that top six, because if they lost and Motherwell beat Aberdeen, all of a sudden there's a leapfrog there. So I think Celtic fans will be excited to see them, right? But I just wonder how that's going to change the way Celtic play, how comfortable he is at building like Schmeichel does.
That's a big question. It's no, because he's a decent goalie, and how many. He's not going to be massively under pressure for long periods, but it's that part.
Surely that's part of the reason why they brought him in. If you're a guy that's recruiting, you're looking to see how he is with the bodies.
He must be decent, if they brought him in. And it's a huge part of the game, isn't it, for a keeper?
Especially Celtic at Celtic Park.
How much that's changed. I mean, we're talking about wingers, then you talk about goalkeepers.
Why don't we just play our goalies as wingers?
We never actually.
No, we just play wingers as fullbacks.
How bad was Celtic v Rangers? Rangers
How good were Rangers?
No, I know.
He's always Rangers credit, man.
Rangers.
No, you're right. Rangers were brilliant.
You Tom Boyd there, mate. Never want to give Rangers credit.
Played with passion, played with everything that you want.
I've not spoken about that game.
No, because it was
on here. We called it after me.
Because again, it was a game I was wondering, like a lot of people, how it was going to go. I thought Celtic would come out flying out the trap, but Rangers met fire. I was going to say fire with fire, but it wasn't fire with fire. They were kind of powder puff, weren't they?
Fluffy, more us.
Fluffy, a bit of fluffy, that's right.
But at one point at 2-2, who do you think was going to win it?
Do you know?
I thought
it was right. Yeah, and I don't know why. Right, sometimes when you get a feel for a game, I was sitting there and I'm thinking, I think we're going to win this. I did, honestly, Daz. I would tell you otherwise. I mean, I've sat here early years.
I
know. Of course I have. So,
the tide's turning.
Got a long way to go. But what it was just that group of players, what Barry got out of them in that game at Parkhead.
Did you get your tickets all right? Fucking for that. Fabi.
Quite rightly. I actually thought you were winding me up at the time. See when you started to say that?
So did I.
No, it's because I've known you so long. I played at the same team. I signed you and everything. I just completely went out of my head. Mate, I'm not kidding you. I was getting dogs abuse for it.
And you know Lewis Ferguson's my son.
Because I kept going, he keeps talking about this Lewis boy.
Big Nawrocki was brilliant, I thought.
Big Nawrocki,
didn't his place?
Who?
Nawrocki. On the sheet, fuck.
I don't. Sorry, I'm not reading the sheet. I'm waiting for you.
Waiting for all your best questions to be read off that sheet.
Listen, I thought he was the best defender, Celtic's best defender, but is Trusty? Is he available again?
I don't know.
Not sure, mate.
If
You should know that.
If Trusty's available,
We shouldn't be coming on a show. No. We need to be like if it's the radio.
Is he available?
It's available.
Because Trusty and right now Carter Vickers is their two strongest, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought the boy. Look, see when I seen the team sheet, I thought to myself, see if I'm Rangers, I'm looking at that, and if I'm playing up front, I'm playing on him, right? Because that's as a centre forward, I always looked to the two centre halves, and I would always go and play on the one who I thought was weaker. I thought he was the best defender.
Yeah.
By the way, how bad was fucking Alistair Johnson?
Were you surprised that we spoke about it the Thursday before? Were you surprised that Celtic went and played the exact same way they had the two previous Rangers games? Nah.
No.
Did you expect them to be better at doing what they always do?
Aye.
Why do you think they weren't?
I don't know. I thought. Well, you're talking about Nawrocki having a good game, which he did, but that's it. Innit? There wasn't.
They were part, wasn't they?
I think that's credit to Rangers, Fanny.
I know, but Rangers have done that the last two games, Dad. It's
I
not
know,
surprised that Rangers are going to do that.
but the last time Rangers were there, I remember
But
when
they were more aggressive.
Aggressive, play with
They
aggression.
pressed, and then what happened was all of a sudden, I think it was McGregor broke the press, and I think Hugo scored for an offside. It was offside, right? And Rangers shit themselves and went back the way. They didn't do it this time. They went right with it.
And McGregor was a miss for Celtic as well. I don't get what people look at the 3-0 game and say, well, he played in that game and still get beat 3-0. But he was a big miss because, and kind of looking at, of course, I've got the blue tinted glasses on when I'm watching it. But then when you watch that Celtic side, I didn't see anybody getting after anybody as well. And I've accused Rangers players this season of being like that, you know. And I looked for the leaders and I didn't see anything.
I think they couldn't get through the press.
They started.
They didn't play with enough tempo. There was a first half in particular. Diamande was on Engels, but it's a risky pass, but still the pass to come for the centre back to beat the striker into Engels to go round the striker to then get beyond and onto the midfield. But they would just go centre back to full back across, and very relevant into the midfield. And also when he was on it, Engels was going to get it. Diamande was touch tight. You need to go. You need to leave that space.
Somebody has to come in.
It needs to come in to go and then be the
See, if
one
you
that
want to
wins it.
simplify it, Rangers were at full tilt and Celtic weren't they?
Aye.
And that's it. If you're not at full tilt, you're not getting at everything, then you're going to come up second best.
Is that a worry about the McGregor situation if he isn't playing, like you say, the lack of leaders that seem to be there?
They need to find somebody that's going to play in that position. I think I know who I'm talking about. That would fill in that role.
But again, would that be a lot for a young boy? You're saying if McGregor's to come to the team?
No, because that young boy's different. He's not a young boy. He's a young boy in terms of age, but he's not in terms of a football player. He plays like a seasoned pro.
I don't think he'd go.
Celtic, I agree with you. I think
there's like yesterday with Dortmund and teams like that.
I've told him not to go. I was with him yesterday.
Gave him a hat.
There's a great. See, we were talking about facilities.
And is that how I gave you the hat?
No, I was talking. There's one at Aki's.
Passed him a hat and then
do you know the one?
see him.
Have you saw the one at Aki's, the new facility?
No.
It's a Lanarkshire clinic. It's at the Aki Stadium. It is
he needs a
unbelievable.
clinic.
He was at a clinic after the weekend.
This is top drawer, by the way. And Lennon was in there. I know one of the guys, so I just popped in to see him, and I spoke to him. And the boy's everything that I thought he was going to be. Now, when you first meet him, because sometimes you meet people and they're kind of a wee bit, I don't know, the blasé and a wee bit arrogant. He's anything. He's just a lovely boy.
Yeah.
But you can see that Celtic need that position filled. They need somebody that's maybe even going to be there and grow into it. I get what you're saying. I think he'd be better. You're saying a Borussia Dortmund.
Well, I don't know how.
That gets all juices flowing, doesn't it?
It was like.
For the young boy, because you want to see
Germany's good.
Aye.
Good nightclubs.
But you want to see where young talent, grow and get better. And my God,
I think Kuno came out of the team. Sorry, Derek. I think Kuno came out on Saturday.
For
I think
Ida.
either Yank or Ida might go and Jota might go right, Maida left. potentially, because Kuhn's been miles off it recently. And I don't know what's going on with him. Doesn't
When
seem
can
right.
you win the league? When is it?
Because
you must know.
First
You
game.
should know
Oh,
that.
he's got it marked up on
You
the
must
fucking
know that. Been a
You must
podcast.
have been in the kitchen.
a calendar in the kitchen.
Stand by.
First game after
Because I'm going to when I'm disappearing.
What's the goalie's name again?
Do you think Hearts will go? Do you think Hearts will go for it? Go with Dave? Do you think they'll go with the diamond?
I think you need.
I think they will. They'll try and dominate the ball, Hearts, won't they?
And they'll be aggressive, won't they? They've got to look at
But why
Rangers.
would you know if it's just happened?
That's,
wouldn't it?
and go and press him, go and have a go. 'Cause it
Remember,
might be a wee bit vulnerable, but
it's always easy.
got- I know it's got to be a reaction.
It's always
Aye.
easy saying, Hearts will go for
But
it. You got
Yep.
to. You can only go for it.
what
if
would
it-
you do?
Look, I think after watching Rangers, right? But
You've got to be influenced a wee bit.
I know,
with that.
but what I'm going to say is Rangers went at Celtic, right? But that doesn't mean to say Hearts coming on Saturday, going to go to Celtic's got to get the same outcome. Because Celtic might just be on their day, just go bang, 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 and you
I know,
could be.
but Ski's a
What's
better
going to
chance
give
of
them
getting
the
that.
better
you could be
opportunity?
in
That's what I'm
trouble.
thinking.
But look how many teams have sat off him and no got that
I
result.
agree with you with that.
I know.
Because too many teams will sit off and Celtic eventually will kill you. So what gives you your best opportunity
Definitely.
is to be more aggressive, I think. I know. And I know within that, you as a manager, as a
No, I'm
the
not
manager,
saying
you
shit,
have to-
but I think the important thing when you go
There'll
to
be
Celtic
times in a
Park
game
is
that-
what you do with the ball when you get it. Right, that's it. For me, that's the important thing. Being aggressive and
Hearts
getting
are
people
decent,
They're good on the bar now.
Hearts are
Hearts are all right.
Yep, I like Hearts.
Aye, I think
be a
they
cracking
will. They will try and be aggressive. Of course, you have to. But Celtic, I think Celtic will be better. You know, the coming off of the back of that performance result as well. The performance wasn't good enough. We can't allow that to happen. Still get games to play. Obviously, cup coming up. So I think Celtic will be better. But I think for Hearts, you need to go and be aggressive. You need to go and try and play the way you want to play, and give it a go. Sitting back and waiting sometimes to get beat or allowing Celtic to have a slow start. What's the point? Just go for it.
Another cracking game.
Oh my God.
Two teams off the bat, incredible results. Rangers and Dundee.
Top of the again. Top
Expecting a
of
great game here now.
Oh,
Did you?
give it a weekend.
I expect Rangers to be comfortable.
I think Dundee will still get a go, eh?
Aye.
There'll be another one that didn't sit in. They'll go and get a right good goal. Nah?
I know what you're saying, away from home.
comfortable.
Aye, I do. I don't know what it is. I just.
I'm
I
not
think Dundee. Okay, they come off a good result. Right?
Away from home as well,
But
Canada.
they lose a lot of goals, Dundee, for me. And I think that the confidence and everything that Rangers have got the new.
And this is what Barry's got to emphasise, right? Look what you've done. Look at you've set the standards. Now go and do it again against a plucky.
This is the
and
one
a
for me
decent-
for Rangers.
innit?
Like, because
This is the games I've got to win.
every
Aye.
manager up until Barry's come in has
failed in
done
these
well
games.
in the big games.
So
And these are the games.
and it's getting
No matter,
it,
mate,
getting
but
it
when
into
you
that
need to
them
get
as a group
consistency.
as well, because you wonder what them. So he's got to get inside their heat and say, listen, it's not about. Or I get the big games, Europe against Celtic, but this is your bread and butter. Go and show me something different. Show me something, because he's obviously looking at this, getting this full time. You can see it. You can see it in his
As soon
eyes
as he walked
that he
in.
fancies it. Aye.
You
So-
text you told us off camera saying
Got
he's
it.
got it.
Got the job. Brilliant.
But there's he's in pole position, isn't he? So he's the one that can. He's there. And I tell you what, and he'll be so motivated. And I
Can
think
see
that-
you're buzzing for this, mate.
No, because I can see
He'll
it.
be playing.
But I can just see.
The Haaland.
I can see a difference in them. It's clear to see that just wasn't there. But Faddy's right. This is
This is
proof's
where
in the
you see the
pudding.
difference.
Let's see it. By the way, let's see it up at and it's a pretty hard place to go. I don't think it'll be a gimme, anything but it's a good wee test.
See if Dundee.
But they'll come through.
See if Dundee hadn't produced it against Dundee, and they're 31 points between them, right? Dundee are fucking fighting relegation. They've lost goals for fun. Rangers are in a good momentum, everything about them. And I know if they got there and they'd drop in, and it'd be, oh, here we go, negative stuff like that. But if I was Barry getting up there, I'd be full of confidence.
I'm not-
Running right out of the top of them.
I'm not saying
But
it's a
they need to
gimme.
do it.
Aye, I know what
Having
you're
the
saying.
confidence in saying, well, I've seen it against Fenerbahce away. I've seen it against Celtic away.
And keep
But
showing us
they
it.
played Motherwell at home and they were pretty poor.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So it's not about what levels the players can play at. It's what levels they're going to play at.
And plus the fact it's a time to work with the players that have been there.
Yeah.
Right? I know a few of them international duty. You've got guys in real good form now. Chair, for instance, Raskin is playing his skin. Diamandi's starting to look like the player that he was, you know what I mean?
But they look a happier bunch, didn't they? Didn't they? You can see it.
They're all clapping
You can
around.
see it. By the way, that.
You're a much happier guy. aren't you?
He said, "Rangers are winning that."
No. Go and watch that. Faster Master on Tenerife.
What's that? Your
That'll
dad
bring
watch
back a
Arsenal
few-
Blaster?
Tony, what's that? Jack Nash going to go in the summer, sorry. I was
Oh, look, he's trying to get Rangers players out. Tom
But I
Boyd
think-
there.
but I think you're quite
a great
right
point,
to bring
Greg.
that
It's a
up
very
because
good point to
I
bring
think
up. Not a lot of people would do it.
because can you remember initially
big
when he
bucks,
first
yeah.
came in, he came out with a statement that
Aye.
disappointed me because he says he was using Rangers basically as a stepping stone to get down to England, and then his form kind of dipped a wee. Well, when right half form he picked up an injury, but he's shown how good he is. He's away with the Belgian side, playing out his skin, a lot of rave reviews. So. Listen, Rangers have made mistakes in the past.
Yeah.
So if there's top money coming in.
But Rangers should be looking to sell players like this, shouldn't they? That should be what their model
Well,
is,
this
isn't
is
it?
it's
At the
getting the
right
balance
time.
right,
At the right time.
and this is a balance.
The right money,
They've got to get it right.
Was it
I don't
23?
I
And
don't
this
think he'll
is-
go this year.
Aye, but this
Why,
is
yeah.
where
Because I
through
think it's
Rangers,
just-
you need people that are making the decisions at the right time. It's going to swear there, I'm not swear. So listen, sometimes you just need to say,
But is
right, he is a
but
top
is it the
player.
right time,
but
though?
I think
no,
it is
but
the
if you're
right time.
building, well,
Yeah.
if
100%.
but if you want to maximise,
People are asking-
what
But
you can
Jake
get.
is only going to play
So-
one game for Belgium.
That's
No,
the
but I
balancing
think
act,
people
Dad,
now
for me.
look at it and go, he can play at that level of football.
Aye.
No, I'm not
And English
saying
clubs will be looking.
it's no the right
that-
time for teams to look at him and say he can do well for me. I'm saying is it the right time for Rangers to be looking to sell him
But do you think you can get maybe more in a year's time?
Aye, I agree with that.
Aye. So it's-
potentially,
innit?
right? And obviously his
balance,
form
innit?
could tail off, but I'm more thinking about, right, so what are Rangers are known a good place at the minute. But they need to build something. Straight away building, are you going to sell the player that's been the best player for you? What you saying in terms of your ambition? Are you saying, right, we're going to let the
But
best
Celtic
player
have done
go?
that in the past as well, Faddy, and still been
I
able
think
to-
they've done it for a position of strength.
Strength.
And I don't
It's a
think that
different
this is the
scenario,
right, when you look at it and say, right, Raskin's been amazing this season. He's been brilliant. Right, what would his cash in? Because then you go, right, well, but you're trying to build something. And if you're a Diamande, if you're a Cherny who you're trying to sign, and you turn around and go, by the way, we're selling Raskin,
That
you're like,
decision's
I'm
made.
not coming.
If there's somebody else that they've had a look at, they've thought, right, we can get him in and he can.
But before
be
you
the
know it
next
could end
round.
up like a
Depending on
Kent
the-
and Morelos situation.
So
where
this
he
is the
depends
does
on
a
the
great
bid.
again.
This is
Depends
where the
on
guys behind the scenes in recruitment. That's why if they are getting
That's
paid
man's flying the
their big bucks, that's when they earn their fucking dough.
The
So
di-
this is
the
what we
difference
want
with
to
Raskin
get it
and
right.
Morelos
on my leg.
His level of
Fucking
consistency
boner,
for me.
He's got
Stop talking.
he's got a boner in. I can feel that in my leg. I can tell you.
That's a
now.
valid question.
You've definitely got your Union Jack pants on.
Oh, aye, he's
100%, mate.
he's boy emptied this morning. I'll tell you what, he's come flying in here. You have me.
Imagine,
You have
imagine if
one.
it was on last week.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Imagine your brother was a Celtic manager.
Oh, mate, I know. I was actually thinking that when I was watching the game, looking at Barry's eyes. I mean, not looking at his eyes, just looking at Barry in general, thinking, mad chat to think that.
That wasn't your first thought though, was it?
What did you think of the carry on at the side of the park?
The water bowl.
Aye.
I don't.
His dad was great, wasn't he?
Ain't so bad.
Look at that fist pump.
I'm fucking so glad that was nearly. I was.
Right, come on, Paul, what one next?
That
Sorry, Faddy was just saying about his level of consistency, Raskin.
was a good point. That was a great question. First.
It was.
You've sparked a great debate.
That's what it got. You're
I
saying
can't
that-
wait to these games because this is your time to shine when it comes
No,
to
Go on then, take it away,
no.
Paul, the other game.
Simon
No, but I'm saying
Jordan
he-
shitting himself.
No,
when I was watching.
well, you're getting a lot of them praise for the answers, but you have to look where it's coming from. Do you know what I mean? I don't hear you turning around once since I
No.
came on the show that I've done well. I don't
No,
know where
I
it's
don't-
coming
I
from.
think-
Gordon
I
Duncan is
think-
fucking different story.
You know what I mean? He says to me last week, he went, you don't really run about with us and come out with us.
He
and all
did,
this
he did,
gear on,
though.
right?
He's 62.
Hold on.
No, but
Three.
it's all life.
This is true. He fucking takes Gordon Dunn every 10 minutes.
He's a hanger on him.
And we Dunn's because Gordon's
get
gone.
into the radio, I'm
No,
trying.
he's gone places, right? He's gone Sky. I'm fucking snooker club, and that'll be me. Right? He's like, right, I'm in. I'm in. See, every time I text him, he fucking dingies me.
Wait, did you meet Bono? Was that a true story?
Aye, Monday.
Wait, FaceTime you seen him with Bono?
Aye, St Patrick's Day.
Were you with him, aye?
Aye,
Whereabouts was that?
in Ireland. Was there in Ireland, St Patrick's?
When? Were you actually with him or you
Well, he was sort of sitting in my company.
Ah, fuck up.
Right, let's do this, right? Let's pretend you're now working for Sky, right? So I'm in the Sky studio. We're going to pass over a reporter to Paul Slane, who's going to talk about the other games in the SPL this week. Take it away, Paul.
No.
No, it's high, right?
No. Oh, no, you'd be better. Over Paul, you've got the Celtic team for Saturday. Could you give us the lineup?
Who's the goalkeeper? Oh, boys, come on.
Well, I think we're just going to play with 10. We'll leave the goalkeeper out.
Oh, you just see the camera panning and
Fucking
just him
bollocks.
running away in the distance.
No, so it's, the league's the league's fascinating me. And
Right, go on then.
Even at the Angus, I said it a few weeks ago. I think it is one of the most the best leagues we've had in a long time, especially with the gap between St Johnstone and Dundee. Widened a couple of weeks ago. It's fascinating.
Widened it to what?
Just make this up. This man's flying. Keep going. There people actually believe in that. And you look above him, come on.
Well, it's a good question for you because it's your go-to question. They're now 5 points behind Dundee. They're away at Easter Road this weekend. Is it a
Must win.
for St Johnstone?
No, I think Hibs take care of them here, mate. I think this will be a comfortable win for Hibs.
Do you?
Aye.
So, do you think it's a must win?
For them, aye, I do.
Why?
John.
Because if Dundee get beat, there's still the same gap.
Nah, yeah, no.
All of a sudden, Sky Sports presenters no very talkative.
Sky's just
I
shut
think
down.
we'll go to an advert.
Everyone's Sky boxes have just turned down. They've just shut down the full company. The full company's been shut down.
Next week it'll be BT.
Maybe it's not a must win, but I do think Hibs will be far too strong for them.
You agree with that? Can all see Hibs winning this game?
Does St Johnstone not tend to do quite well?
Well,
I fancy
They
Hibs.
do,
I fancy
and
Hibs
they
strong.
do well when you go, they've no chance.
Well, I know. Well,
no chance.
tell me about it.
I still think Hibs will win, but you just never know. You never know. They're running out of time, obviously. I don't think they've got a great record against teams in the top six either.
There's a few good games there because see when you look at St Mirren and Kilmarnock.
They were
But see, if you
fortunate
could just
in the
keep
cup.
yourself in touching distance going into that bottom six, mad things happen when the bottom six comes in, doesn't it? Remember Dundee United were at the top of the seventh at the start and ended up getting relegated. Is that right in saying
Was
that?
it? I don't know, I can't remember.
I'm sure they were.
They were fortunate
Couple of
against
years ago.
Livingston, no, weren't they?
Yeah, they were fortunate against
Weren't
Livingston.
they?
Uh-huh.
But they won. That's, you know, that's...
Aye, with an
that's-
absolute worldie. Aye, I know, I get that, but I just you look at over the course of the 90 minutes. I think they struggled at times. Hibs all day long for me.
Think so.
Aye, I really do. Aye.
Slaney, you'd be backing Dwight Gale for it any time. Dwight Gale for a hat trick. Do you know what the mad thing is? And this is when, if you've ever interviewed somebody or got a podcast, see when something like this happens and the boy's not been in touch, you feel like it's your fault. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, I've not heard
It's
How
horrendous.
much
We're
of
not
a
even a
nibble,
text
but
back.
No.
like, I know we've spoken about Simon Jordan, but how much of a nibble does Steve Bruce have?
Oh my god!
It
Is that the
absolutely
legendary
hammered
Dwight Gale?
Aye,
That
raging,
Mr.
innit?
sits around
I've got 1,050
Right,
games
aye.
as a manager.
You just said 1,000, haven't you? Over 1,000 games.
that, innit?
Oh,
He's had that
it was
already, innit?
amazing.
How's the bacon, did you say? So good, innit? So
It
good.
was brilliant. Especially because you just obviously don't know a lot of the time how far this goes. Like, I was obviously thinking, oh, no, never going to do that. Fuck it, aye.
By the way,
I need to do this, aye. And then it's gone straight to Steve Bruce within like a week.
do you lead them into the questions?
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
That's a question that people want to hear.
By the way, his best one, right? And he'll be listening. I love the wee guy. They stitched up with Roscoe big time things.
Oh,
Mate.
Well,
he's texted him saying we know for a fact that Bernardo's playing instead of.
Oh, right, I heard
He's sitting in the
I
studio.
heard that.
He went, I'll tell you one now. Nobody knows, but I've heard through a very important person.
Back on.
Bernardo starts tomorrow.
Wasn't even on the bench. Said it on the radio.
Mate, I'm no kidding you on me, or fell off for seats. Right?
He's a fucking
How
genius.
was we texting that the night before, didn't we?
I heard through a very important show.
Honestly, sometimes you get somebody will go, I've heard the team, and they'll tell you it. And I don't even write it in my book when I'm doing the commentary until it's confirmed, just in case, because you never know, anything could happen.
Basically, for me, mate.
Well, also,
Regulation.
he was with James Forrest the other day, so he has got a bit of dirt for us. Go on, take it away.
Oh, no, not at all. He's the last person like that.
He doesn't tell you anything now,
He
does he?
doesn't tell me. He actually speaks to me like I'm the press.
He's close to get back training, isn't he?
He's back training now,
Is
Faddy.
he? Aye, good.
Back training.
How good's
He's running
that?
out of time. He's scored in the last 15 seasons, hasn't he?
Oh, fuck.
Has he not scored this year?
No, I don't think so.
Has he not?
I don't think he's
think-
played much, has he?
No, I think he must have, Faddy, because I think he'd have...
Who'd have told you?
I'm sure.
Did he actually say that? So you just sit his coffee his mates and he goes, now talk to you like you're the
Speak to you
press.
as if you're the press.
That's
Well,
horrendous.
that's what
Sometimes he feeds lies to me, I know. See if it gets anywhere. But it's a lie he's told, you know what I mean? See if I
I like
tell
their
everybody.
lies.
I hate the reputation I've got about the game now, mate.
Tell the story about the two birds next to you, though. Is an absolute darling that has it.
Oh, Shine.
Go on.
No, I'm staying away from that chat. He's honestly, can't tell him I fucking love me.
We got some Colin, come on. We got some Colin.
Tell him.
man,
Back
come
to the
on.
fucking thing.
He's not scored, does he? No, you're right. Wow. Need to get him a goal, mate.
I know.
Need to get him a goal.
Sure it's 50.
Penalty kick.
There's big games all over the place because Ross County faced Dundee United. They're still in with a possibility of top six, but again, is this their last chance? They need to win this game.
Who's that? Too busy checking.
Oh, Ross County.
6 points
Oh, yeah.
separate Ross County and Dundee United.
Aye, I think so, aye.
Is that
If Ross
fancy
County
finish?
job, I think after
at
the
home?
disappointment of Dundee United, going to Dingwall's always...
Brutal.
Ross County are the most strangest team I've
Why is
ever
it
seen.
brutal?
You never know what they're going to produce, do you?
Why is it brutal?
Just the journey and the dressing rooms. And
Oh,
the
fuck
The
it.
surface,
pitch.
the pitches.
See, to be
No, the
fair,
journey-
My lack of ability, it was
That's not
also
going to be a good game.
over the last
They'll
few
go up
years, the
there.
pitch has been good, but that time
no,
with the
it's-
horrendous weather,
Aye.
it's terrible now.
Do you know, Faddy, I don't think that pitch has been good for a long time,
Do you think so?
honestly.
Roy McGregor does wear high heels on it,
you
didn't he?
need
To
to
stop that.
he needs to dip into his pockets, Roy. Sort that out.
You'll not be welcome back up there.
No,
Do you ever go up there now? No?
every now and again.
He's a mercenary, mate. They gave him a fortune as well. He's told me.
I loved my wee time.
I bet you
at Ross
did.
County. So I did, aye. Brilliant, but no, that park has always been like that. And I've never addressed it, just in my opinion. Always been
See on the
heavy.
Dundee, sorry, been out on the Ross County, but see on the Dundee United side, how surprised you with their performance against Dundee? First 45 minutes was a battering, wasn't it?
Scalping.
Aye, but
A derby, but can happen.
but it shows you. Said
What do you
this
put that-
before
what
the
would you
game.
put that
I don't
down
know
if I-
because they'd start the season, they played early on. Dundee United come up. For me, I know they won the championship pretty comfortable in the end, but I didn't think they were great, and I thought they would struggle this year. Dundee obviously finished in the top six, doing amazing last season. You're like Dundee stick-ons, and they were poor. Dundee United are the better side. I know it was a draw, and then it goes where they're kind of Dundee United's ahead of them, but it's at Dundee, and you're thinking, I think Dundee will get something here. Dundee United win the game. It's just because of derby. It's a game where two teams they're good teams. I would say that Dundee United are exceeding expectation for where they started, and Dundee are below expectation. But I think they're two good sides. It can happen.
People need to get
That's
a
a hard
reality check,
one.
you know. Dundee United come up and look where they are.
There's going to be up
So you
and
could
downs,
say they've overachieved at
Oh,
times.
definitely.
Aye.
Definitely.
So, nah.
It's a hard one to call.
It's not a game, it's not going to be a thing of beauty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You know.
Well, that one, that surface.
Ross County got some good players, hasn't he? Boy Chalvers, and that's a good player.
It'll not be a good game.
I
It'll
like
be a
him.
good game.
And then the last game, Aberdeen versus Motherwell.
Oh, that's a tasty one, isn't
That's
it?
a cracker.
That is
one.
a very
You fancy
tasty.
it?
Must win for the will.
Yeah,
To
I agree.
get in top six. He laughed
So how's
at
the
that,
Motherwell
No, I
fans?
didn't
What do you
realise
think
it's
about
serious.
it? The Motherwell
I
contingent
think
here.
that
See, to be fair, is it a must win in the fact that you don't fancy Hearts, do you? Still a couple of games to go.
right, who have we got?
I don't know. It's just a
Get it up.
See, just before that, can I just give a special mention to Danny Wilson? One of the best performances I've seen
They
in a
play
long
Hearts the
time.
last game.
What was
Sorry.
that?
when.
The other night.
Against
Falkirk.
Falkirk.
It was absolutely
Some result, wasn't it?
brilliant.
score?
Mate. Sorry, but Faddy.
They play Hearts the last game before the
Heart. Oh, right, there you go.
Wow.
At Hearts.
At Motherwell, it'll be.
Motherwell.
Motherwell. Mate, what I've heard of him run about the place, he's made a... He wants
Aggressive.
to play right in the front foot as well, and I think he's demanding a lot after him, so...
Aye. And
I wouldn't be surprised if the goats hung at Aberdeen. I think
Aberdeen have picked up into performance-wise recently, haven't Aberdeen?
Aye.
Nah?
Aye. They're a bit iffy for me, Aberdeen. You don't know at the minute. I mean, that run they've been on horrendous. That's going to have an effect on you, I think, in the big games. And at home, pressure's on Aberdeen. And I think they feel that, the Aberdeen players. That's how I'm thinking. I'm actually leaning towards Motherwell.
Aye, right.
Aye, yep. I mean, the confidence they'll take for beating Rangers at home in the way they play. You know, they've done it in a certain fashion. Same again.
Well, did they have a draw against St Mirren after that, wasn't it? For the break,
So,
the draw against St Mirren at home, wasn't it?
2 each, wasn't
2
it?
each, yeah.
Aye.
So
They're in a decent run of form,
Aberdeen are expected, will be, their fans will expect them to go out and wipe the flare, by the way, with Motherwell. That puts a wee bit
It'll
of
be
pressure on
interesting because of how the new manager wants them to play with more energy. They want they have been having more possession against an Aberdeen side that, when it was going well for them, was about energy and forcing teams into defend. And I do feel that they're getting back to that in the performance levels. But it'll be interesting to see how that matches up.
Another great game. I think that will be a great game.
Brilliant.
They're all tight, aren't they?
Yeah.
sheep shearing going on earlier. Hear it?
I was that fucking weird noise.
Why did you say that after we spoke about Aberdeen?
I know, it just came into my... I know, it's weird. You know, it sounded like somebody...
By the way,
A day one.
Shearing a sheep.
Shearing. We did say shearing.
mate, I'll tell you, that league is back on the Championship.
No, it's not. Falkirk will win it.
No, but it's can go
Oh,
to 5
brilliant,
points.
brilliant result the other
So
night.
they need at least 2, 6 games?
6 games, mate. The pressure's on now.
Falkirk, no.
But then Living to win them all.
Exactly.
There's the biggest game of the
That's not
weekend.
back on, mate. Falkirk win that.
Somerset, innit?
Yeah?
Oh, but aye,
believe
Lennon and Brown.
How good
And
would
you
that
know,
be?
Lennon and Brown doing it.
Oh, Lennon v. Brown.
What about his first signing?
Wanyama, aye.
Fuck
What about him?
What about his first signing?
I was listening to you the other. You know, he's saying, are you surprised that he took that job?
100%.
I know the position because you've watched Dunfermline, and I'm
Well,
so
did
he's
you
had
watch-
to bring in.
I know, but the owners are mid.
You were
owners
there
are
at
mid.
Kirkcaldy, weren't
But
you?
you've got 7 games.
I know, but he'll back
done
himself to keep them up. And if he does, then they'll give him a big budget.
Aye.
They have got decent players.
I agree. I think they've got
But
decent players.
they have that game, man,
That's
against Ray.
Oh, they were.
Honestly, I'm watching that going, they're in big trouble here.
Aye.
Because that's not about how well you play, which obviously you can be critical of. It's the how little fight they had in that game. You're thinking, this is a derby where they actually absolutely hate each other.
Mate, I played in that in full houses. Never. Dunfermline had their support was terrible as
The
well.
support wasn't great, but they left as well. They
Usually
couldn't be
pack
bothered.
that place out. I played at East End Park 13,000-14,000 and the passion in that derby's unbelievable. But it was they were,
It is a
but
big risk for Lenny as well, fair
yeah.
because if they go down, that'll be Lenny. He'll be struggling to get another job after that, won't he?
And the way you spoke, he was convinced with him. The more he spoke to him, you know, it took a.
the numbers kept going up.
I'm just like I'm
That's
usually
silly
saying
to be
good
honest
players
about
and that, but it's
Is
how they
there
work as a
zero
group.
or not?
I'm not so sure. He'll do well to get a tune out of them.
He will, mate.
But
Yeah, so, you know him better than what I don't.
I think he will, and
Aye.
if Airdrie get enough to catch him,
opener,
I'm not
innit?
sure.
The playoffs. I think,
Playoffs,
I think the play. Look, and I look at Hamilton's team, right? And I know Hamilton are struggling and
Good,
poor
good
wee
players.
John
They've
Mack.
got good players.
They have
Really good players.
What is
Aye.
unbelievable?
All the teams are. It's a good,
Isn't it?
good level.
Oh, but I think the fans really give them a hard time. See if they get, oh my goodness, they get dogs abuse. But
Just as well, there's no many of them, isn't there?
I know.
Just a question for the man of the people over there. Who's a better Celtic player, Brown or Lennon?
Oh, fuck you, man.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, science.
We'll clip this. This will be the clip, right?
I know what
That is a
Who's
good.
a better midfielder, Brown or Lennon?
And why?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Brown.
I'll go Lennon.
I thought Brown Merty's a wee bit Merty's game, a wee bit more dynamic
Different.
than Lennon.
Different.
Aye, but
So
they
who you
still.
picking, mate?
But
Who
what,
just
what,
got
I'm Martin O'Neill team.
what they did have, what they
Denny
did
team
have was
Scotland,
an
included.
influence. Well, that's what I'm saying about McGregor.
Brown
Going back
could
to
have played
McGregor,
a few
you need
positions in that
that,
team, though.
don't you? You need a player like that that's got that influence, and that's what they.
Come on, you get picked.
Who you going?
Different.
Come on, give an answer. I'm going Lennon.
You're listening to Faddy.
Brown made a goal scorer. He scored
Different
more
era.
goals.
Lennon's
Am I right?
a
Different colours of hair.
Am I right? Aye.
What?
Brown scored more goals and more
no,
dynamic.
Who you going, Faddy?
Who you going?
I genuinely don't know.
They never
Ah,
asked.
Changed
come
a wee
on.
bit as he went a wee bit older.
Lennon.
Who you going,
Who
mate?
you going?
Lenny.
Aye.
You did, didn't you?
I heard he's looking for a coach, Lenny, so...
Aye, Lennon.
Who you going, Daz?
Don't worry, your phone's not ringing.
You going?
I'll probably go Neil Lennon just slightly.
I'll go Scott Brown.
Brown? Paddy?
Go Scott Brown.
No, picking.
Sitting on the
You're not
fence?
picking? Oh, you got it.
They're different
Aye,
types
aye.
of players. Who would I played with Scott Brown when he was a right winger.
And
Played
different
as a
types,
right
but
winger.
they played in
Where-
that central midfield.
field.
It's really
They're
important.
They're
So
two
who would...
different players.
It's a toss of coin, isn't it?
It is a toss of the coin.
It is
It's
really,
just what you like.
I know that
And
obviously
it's what you
Martin
can-
O'Neill spoke about how important Lennon was to his team.
I went with Lenny because
Played with
I don't
Brownie,
know
so I'll go
Scott Brown. I like Lenny.
Brownie, right, okay. Right, we're on to couping time, Paul.
Oh, what is it? Four, 6 games or 4?
What does 4 leg minimum mean? Just 4 teams, obviously. All right, lads. The games are Hibs, St Johnstone, St Mirren, Kelly,
Hibs.
Dundee, Rangers, Aberdeen,
By the
Motherwell,
way,
Celtic,
did we
Clarke,
speak about that? St Mirren Kelly. That's a massive game.
Aye.
Massive game.
That's a tasty game.
I fancy St Mirren strong,
Well,
Oh, day.
which is mental because if you remember this time last year, I get battered with
Talk
St
about
Mirren fans.
50-50. I think it's a real
Aye.
50-50 game, Matt. I can't.
That's a big
It's so
game.
hard to call,
big
isn't it?
game.
Yeah, it's a
Kelly,
big game.
Kelly can go level with them.
Yeah, can go right over. We're counting.
Well,
I didn't
will
realise
go
it was
above.
close as that.
Nice
No, St
paper.
Mirren, no.
I think
Kelly
there are
can
a few,
go
I think there are a
above
few
St
draws.
Mirren.
in
Isn't it?
it.
No, it's, I know.
Yeah.
That's not us.
I can't read that.
Very nice.
Kelly will be looking at the Dundee fixture as well, won't it? Thinking it's a great opportunity to get away from Dundee.
I think there'll be a few draws at the weekend.
Right, okay, well, let's go for it. Who's want to go first? 4
Go on,
teams?
Faddy.
No, I've not even got a sheet,
Yeah,
mate.
you take
Hibs.
that.
Right.
Hibs to beat
St Johnstone.
St Johnstone.
I can fucking barely
Right,
see that.
what else?
Rangers an away win for Rangers.
Rangers away.
Tougher than what Daz thinks.
Yeah, brother.
I'm going to go... You know I'm going to go Dundee United. Away.
Oh, to Ross
So-
County, okay.
Aye.
It's a big good odds.
And I'm going to go... I just fancy it as a draw up at Aberdeen. Pittodrie.
Pittodrie draw.
I think Motherwell can get something.
What does that pay?
Oh,
20 to 1. So
But
you stick
pound
20 quid
on
on it,
that.
you get
440. 420.
Come on,
Sorry.
Gordon.
Sorry,
come
sorry.
on,
I
Gordon.
thought,
Rapid, I know.
I was
You were rapid.
Send that to Simon Jordan.
Yeah. 4 teams. I'm going to go quite a few draws here. I fancy St Mirren, Kilmarnock draw. I fancy Aberdeen, Motherwell draw. Ross County, Dundee United draw.
That's what I would have picked.
And I'm
stay
going to go... I said that Rangers won comfortable, so I still believe that.
Okay, what's that pay? 49 to 1. 20 quid on that gets you?
Well, you're right.
980.
Same draws.
Well done, Paul. Push your 20 quid, so it's a
Same
grand.
draws for me.
Paddy's got the same
County,
draws.
United, St Mirren, Kelly, Aberdeen, Motherwell and Hibs to win.
Right, Slenny, what you
My
got?
coupon will be Hibs home win, St Mirren home win, Rangers away win, and Aberdeen home win.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Going against his old club Motherwell.
7
7 to 1. 40 quid on that gets you? Paul, 40 quid on that?
On 7, £280.
Well, plus your 40.
Plus your 40, aye, if you want that back.
Wait, how
Obviously you
much
want
is
it
that?
back.
Mate, that's quite sharp. I like that hat, mate. I don't wear hats, but I like that.
Right, come on, we need to plan this show.
Aye, let's go,
See you,
guys.
lads.
Very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.